Greetings. How we doing? What up, what up? How are we doing? How you doing, Casper? The fur? Can I make any stuns soon screen? Yeah, when I move to the swamp, probably. That's how just guys, his VP opponent was Musa Awakening versus my Seraph. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Seraph is a really hard matchup for Musa, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't able to kill you. But then again, it is season, so maybe. If either of you weren't running like DP memes, then yeah, you can kill each other pretty easy. So my plan is, chat, I'm probably gonna do season until I have enough loose rolls. I think I'm gonna do my gear push and Serendia. It's not that season money's bad, it's just Serendia money's better. I definitely want a lot of loose rolls before I do that, so I'm very much reinvesting my silver right now. I have no money. 234 mil. I have like no money. On me, I've got 500 mil. You may be asking, where's all your money then, Grim? Well, it's reinvested. Got 6,000 red shards. And a few of the others, but you know. And as predicted, people aren't doing the cups. Who'd have thought? There's hardly any there. Even if I sell them 8 bill each, it's huge profit. 10 bill is obviously the best, but by the time I'm in Serendia, there'll be 10 again. So I'm chilling. First late stream? What up, mind? Yeah, it was either that or not stream at all, so. You know I'm like on Fridays. Alright. Two, 4, 4. Any money? No. Am I missing any buffs? I am. I'm missing this thing. 274. I think that's everything. I got barely knowledge of CC's managed to kill him 33 times. He got me 3. Don't know what was rocking. He was learning when Musa's strengths to see Sarah's weaknesses. Yeah, like total classes are the worst matchup for Wake Musa. Like we're really good at killing backline squishy people and other assassins. If you go up against like a warrior or a seraph or anything that can just tank the damage, you're kind of useless. Especially if they have a grab, because they'll just turtle up and get a grab and one combo. But Moose is not designed for that matchup. You can do it, of course, but you have to play pretty evasively and just burn them down without overcommitting, because otherwise if you get grabbed, it's over, basically. That's why I say it's a lot like a sack stage. You're just poking and doing damage, but you're trying not to be too aggressive. Yeah, so let's go mobility Musa. Make grind more fun, to be honest, with down respect for Empress hustling in the grind zone. Yeah, I mean, people just want a good fight, right? I'm wrong with that. Oh, Blacker. Seraph beyond broken small scale. Its grab is ridiculous. And anyone says otherwise is coping. Like, that grab is actually just ridiculous. That is worse than a lawn grab. considering a meta where we just had grabs nerfed across the board, Seraph's grab is like the old grab, but just better. It's got crazy reach. It's like a nearly a 180-degree grab with medium range. Zillion CC, so brain dead. Imagine Seth's grab and old grab. Yeah. What up, Droid? So the plan is, chat, I'm gonna grind season until I have enough loot scrolls. I thought about doing the pen demo thing. Laco's probably very happy to hear this because it's like good fuck season. But I'm gonna grind this until I have enough loot scrolls, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna do the gear push in Serendia because it's better money. On Master 1 farming, can now change my pets to small ones? You can, yes. Master 1 is the breakpoint. That basically allows you to fertilize and moisturize every plot in one spot. Is the benefit of that. And I'll link to you. I'm pretty sure I made a diagram for you for the layout, so you just use that. If so, how? You talk to the old moon manager. He gives you the master fences. Any old moon manager in major cities. You go rip up all your fences, return them, and then talk to the old moon manager and they'll give you master ones. I think he also has a quest to exchange the quest ones to master ones as well. So do that as well. Maddie about cars being at new spots? I'm not mad at all. I'm happy. Why would I be mad? In EU, it means cups go down. In NA, it means red shards are accessible. That's it. Nothing else changes. As predicted, it's going exactly as I predicted, so I'm chilling. So buying red shards, if I had the money. I'm buying them as I can. I mean, I currently have nearly 6,000. And I'm buying them as cheap as I can, so whenever I have money, I'll buy more. It's a very silly, easy money for me. Which is why I'm considering just doing the gear push and Serendia instead. Because it'd be better money. Like, much better money. But I also need a lot of loot scrolls, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably give it another, like, 2-3 weeks of hard pushing loot scrolls. See if I can get, like, upwards of 5k or so, maybe. Because I'm getting a lot of time filled now. And then I'm going to make the jump to Serendia, and I'm probably going to use, like, Kaposhas and everything. And I'll do the gear push there. I'll be grinding Nagas and Fogans exclusively. As for Essence of Dawn, I will probably just buy them. Because I thought about using Rivernex to get my Essence of Dawn. But I can sell a Riverneck for 14 builds set. And it gives me 8.1 builds worth of Essence of Dawn. So why would I turn that into Essence of Dawn when I can just sell it and buy them and still have more money? What I'll probably do is I'll probably wait until reset night. You know, when the shrine bosses reset. And I'll stock up when they're cheap during that time of the week. And that's my plan. Yeah, I'm chilling. Two more characters. I was wondering between Wukong and Suck was Sam Musa, though I also got Awakened Guardian back in my mind. Whatever you want, dude, you know. He's level 1 Elvia. No. I'll have a gathering on season if I need more loose scrolls. It's not a problem. I get good value using level 2 Serendia. I'm good with that. Like, what I want to be doing now, chat, realistically, is I want to be just gathering 24/7. If I can. I can't. If I had infinite energy, I wouldn't be grinding season anymore. I would just be gathering. But I've got I grind in my downtime pretty much. Grim, how's it going? What up, GeForce? Yeah, it's going good. I'm very happy with the new grind spots. I know a lot of people seem to think I'll be upset about it. Not at all. I use the new grind spots to my advantage. Well, actually, to be honest, it's not even the new grind spots. I use being able to sell shards to my advantage because I know the whole of North America, the region, have hundreds of thousands of red shards backlogged back from the Orc days when that was the best money. And people were like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing the other colors, I'm just gonna spam Orcs. So I knew red shards would get oversaturated to fuck, like listed like crazy. And obviously the other two, not so much, because, well, during those days, you're not really grinding Fogans and Nagas, you're doing Orcs. So I used that. I invested all of my money into red shards. I have no money left. Well, I actually do have some money, but if it liquidates. So I've got my concentrators listed for max, and I have another 3,800. And if they all sell, I'm buying red shards of all that money. All of it? Yep. Absolutely. There's one thing I know, it's economies. But why? Because I can make really good money doing yellow and blue shards. And I can use that to get myself near Hardcap. And if I'm only spending between 10 to 13 bill per red, that's a huge profit margin. And there's your right, no one that grinds. Yep, exactly. I've got it all planned out. I had it planned out the second they announced that. When they announced the grind spot, I was a bit like, oh shit, that's gonna make more shards available. But then they were like, they're sellable. I was like, never mind. We're good. Never mind. Easy. Hello, sir. What up, Sergeant? I mean, if you look at Bicep's recap video of the patch notes, I was a bit like, you know, oh shit. And then they said about the shards being sellable, and I went, we'll see. Because I knew exactly what I was doing at that point. But yeah, I'm just gonna buy as many fucking red shards as I can. I'll be Prince and Silver. I'll be chilling, dude. I'll be hard chilling. All I need to do now is make sure I can get the yellow, the Naga tech to work on Musa. Which I don't think will be hard. He's fast enough. I can get between the 3 packs without leashing, I think. I can kill the last pack with a Crust Crusher low blow, which is like a ranged one shot essentially. So if I do it like that, it should be fine. And I can, if they're still alive, I can finish them with projections without leashing too hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be a learning curve. I'm gonna have to experiment with my Naga tech to see what works. But right now, chat, all we're doing, we're hard focused on time field. That's it. Nothing else matters. Just time field. And if I can gather, I'm gathering. 100%. Gathering is super, super good right now. Light energy, I wouldn't be grinding at all. Just to give you an example, chat. Right now, I have 6,000 red shards, which is 120 cups of red shards. A cup is 10 bill. So I have 1.2 trillion in red shards right now. I don't know, the other academies, new players will be coming. Yeah. That's why I've got all them sharps and concentrates ready to go, because I know a lot of Tavala Timmies are going to need to tap their Tavalas up, and there's 50 stones to tap, so the stones are going to cap. That's why I'm not selling sharps. I know it's tempted to sell sharps, because the alchemy stone, you would get like, what, 6 mil a sharp? I know it's tempting. But you're better off making concentrates. Just have some patience. You're turning a 6 mil item into a 7.5, and you're only spending 600,000 to do it. Or in my case, I'm getting them grinding. I'm not even taking the tax hit. I'm getting their full value. Think Castle recovered 10 bill? Oh, on an A, yes, absolutely. EU, no. EU, they will find like a middle ground, I think. If I have to predict for EU, assuming the new group grind spots are somewhat popular, I would say they would stabilize around 6 to 7 bill. NA, yeah, they'll 100% go back to 10. That's my plan, chat. Buy as many red shards as possible, stock up on time fill, get a fuckload of loot scrolls, graduate, go Serendia, which I'm sure Laka is very happy to hear, because he hates season. And then I will get my full gear done in Serendia. Fuck season, indeed. And that's for my gathering level. I mean, I'm already 21. I'll easily be guru something when I graduate. I have pretty much all my life skill gear done now. I need a ladle. I need to get my crafting clothes to Tet. That's about it. We're also getting we're getting a life skill thing for season academy rather. So what I'm gonna pick the ladle. I'm gonna pick the ladle and I'm gonna tap it to Tet. And that'll be my ladle done. I'm just gonna wait for the academy for that. 2 AP if I DP to grind the revamp Star's End. I love that spot. Star's End is very fucking good, dude. And if it's anything like old Star's End, where you kill the mobs, these like crystal and it CCs the mobs, you can definitely grind it under the recommendations for sure. Because you have to remember, you're going to benefit from down attack in that grind spot. So you want to slot some down attack add-ons as well. And that down attack add-on will give you more damage than what you need for the AP cap anyway. I reckon you can grind that a little bit under the cap, no problem. Alright, because that rate's gonna be a hard cap before you. You're gonna be hard cap before me? I ain't worried, dude. I'm not worried, I'm chilling. I've also got some other investments that I won't be talking about, because that is behind the scenes shit. And they're going really well. So all of it coming together, I should be extremely geared very quickly. I'm kind of hoping to get some shimmerings from here though before I graduate. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a 5% tax return on 100 bill. Yeah, we go down attack on skills and our Q gives another 10. Yeah, GG's then. Yeah, Seraph's gonna be very fucking good at Stars in then. Any kind of damage that goes above AP caps is huge. So if you're getting all that down attack damage from CCing them, knocking them on the ground, and you have an add-on and everything, like, yeah, GG's. Secret investments, yeah. They have to be secret, because if I reveal them, then it's not worth doing for anybody. Me revealing them just kills the investment. That's pointless. You don't benefit from it, I don't benefit from it. It's better I benefit from it, and that's it. Otherwise, it's dead for both of us. So yes, I do have some secret investments. I share what I'm willing to share, because I know it's not going to impact it much. I can keep a secret of it. Raws are going up huge? What's a raw? Raw? Amalur's done. Oh, right. Yes. I think that makes sense, right? Isn't that called Fallen? Isn't camera damage called Fallen? And Raw's demi-human? I'd imagine Raw's going up because Star's End is demi-human. But that makes sense. I like the idea of the dies being in-game grind slots only. I don't like them being sellable though. I think that's stupid. Because what's going to happen? If anyone in chat can predict what's going to happen with those dies. Like, if it's something you have to go grind, you go earn it, great. If you can sell it, and everyone's grinding in-game spots, that shit's just going to be min-listed. And now it's not valuable anymore. Now it's just like whatever. I think that's lame. No more buffs. Is it still worth doing cups and cups in Seize On? Stealthy Shazer, you mean? I don't know the economy. Season. Oh. No, you don't make cups in season. You graduate. There's no reason to do that in season. You're just making it hard for yourself for no reason. If you're doing Elvi Serendia or anything like that, you just graduate. There's no point being in season. You're just losing out 2 crystal slots for no reason. Now, if they allowed you to go Elvi Serendia all on a season server, that'd be different. But you can't, so. That should have been a treasure item. Yep, they should have been. We should have to go get the colors. I don't like they're sellable. I think it's stupid. It defeats the purpose. Becomes just another thing in the game that everyone has, and nobody cares about it. Like, I can grind season, and I can have those colors. And I'll pay the minimum price because everyone's getting them from grinding. So they're not worth anything. They're just going to be like how Corrupted Breath was in Calpheon Elvia. Just something that's hundreds of min list. Or 100,000s of min list. If anything, they should give it a vendor value. Because it's going to hit a point where people are just listing them and they're just hoping they sell. But if they have a vendor value, like, at least you can vendor them. It does have a vendor value? Okay, well, there you go then. You'll list the maximum amount you're allowed, you have some backup, and then you just vendor the rest. In case someone's dumb enough to buy it. And the reason I say dumb enough, chat, is because you shouldn't be spending 10 billion on a cosmetic if you can't grind the spot. That tells me your gear's not good enough. You should reinvest that money into your gear, not having a glow. That's just dumb. You're better off reinvesting your silver into your gear, and you'll just get the glow grinding it for better money. Cosmetics the end game? Yeah, but not that kind of cosmetic. I agree, costumes and everything, but not the glow. You're just throwing money away. You're gonna. My point is, you're gonna get loads of that glow anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Fashion Shrine game boomer, you went on stand. Listen, if you want to buy a glow for 10 billion silver, and then a month later, you're grinding that spot and you have hundreds of them you can't sell, that's your problem. I'm telling you, you're going to get that easy enough. Don't worry about it. If you have Adana armors, more than likely your gear's good enough to grind the spot. So just go grind the spot. Just throw money away. It's your money, I guess. Sell the next glow if it sells, that's the thing, right? They're gonna be tons min listed. I told you, chat, I know economies. Most of it's common sense. If you put colors in every endgame grind spot, look at the amount of people doing lava frogs right now. How many people with gear are doing lava frogs? Like, fucking everybody. How many colors do you think have got to be listed? If you can get them there. They're gonna crash very fast. The first like week or two, maybe you'll get some good sales because people are like, I want it now. But it will be a race to the bottom after that. So it says only the very top spots of glows drop and they'll be moving up next spot. They'll go and crash. They will. They will 100% crash. You don't have to believe me, it's fine. You add something that's a byproduct to an in-game grind spot that a lot of people are doing, is crashes. Because there's way too much supply. Not saying it's going to crash day one, not saying it's going to crash in the first week, or the second week, or the third week. But after like a month, yeah. Or it should tell me exactly what to do in DMs. I don't have common sense. Look at the Splendid stones. That's another example. People are actually spending 800 billion for a Splendid. You wait a month, that shit's gonna be like 200. But you're paying premium just to have it now. As this is a classify the goes because runs rarity, that's why I don't think they'll crash. No, I don't think they will. I think they 100% will. But you have to understand, here's the thing. The consumer only needs it once. It's not like something that they infinitely need. If you got it, you have it. GG. So you're gonna hit a thing where nobody needs it. And you may be like, yeah, but Graham, what about new players? New players aren't, you know, darn armor. They don't give a fuck about it because they don't even have the armor for the glows, let alone sovereigns and everything. Like, the supply is going to outweigh the demand. Easily. Now, again, it won't happen the first week. It'll probably happen about a month, maybe even 6 weeks down the line, but it will happen. So drop a Sephiroth and they're not listed. Yeah, but they have a monetary value, like an actual value. They have a flip value. Dies don't. Dies are how you get them, you consume them, that's it. The silent stones, you can make an argument for tapping for tests and selling tests. That is a recycle value. Plus there's something a lot more sought after versus a cosmetic. That's not even the same thing at all. Again, you don't have to agree with me, it's fine. I'm happy to agree to disagree, we'll just wait and see. Can you convert Overbot and Pen Overbot into Charizard? There's an option to take away to pick the other. You can do as many as you want. You can convert 100 Pen Charizards, Pen Debos to Charizards. There is no like one-time option or anything. You can do as many times as you want. There's no like finite to it. It's repeatable. But I wouldn't recommend converting a Tech Debo, that's trolling. You just you're turning your Tech Debo into a paperweight. Because ultimately you're going to save up for a Pen Debo and you're going to use a Pen Debo for a Nov Karazad. And if you convert a Tet Debo into a, I think it's a, is there a Tet Karazad? Then you're fucked. It's just stuck with it. You can't liquidate it anymore. Whereas if you keep it as a Tet Debo, when you have your pen, you can just sell your Tet and get some money back. As for if you're trying to get Tet/pen for doing Jordine, I would refer to the workshop website, media workshop. You can exclamation point workshop for that. That'll tell you the average cost for making a Tet/pen Karazad, and you can compare that to a Tet Debo. If your argument is to be able to do Jordine every week. Also, chat, I got a little cooked on my processing stone. It took me 30 taps to get a pen. So yeah, I got a little cooked on that. Definitely overpaid for that. But it is what it is, right? Considering everything else I've tapped, I don't feel bad.
Remind yourself.
This point I wouldn't make it fast about bringing down the bosses. Better just stick to demos and buy pens and convert. Because you're not going to come save PvP and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think justifying Tet/pen Karazads for 1 stone a week is worth it. I think you're better off just doubling down and getting your pen demos done. I mean, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I checked the workshop, went off pity because, let's be honest, I don't go average. You don't go average? No, you should still go by base. You should still go by pity though, because that's the like actual value of what you're doing, regardless if you always pity or not. That's how you calculate things. You went to get cards last year, craft from base, tap to pen, and grind out demos convert. Never convert Tet demos, it's worse value. Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's why I said check the website, because I'm pretty sure it's still really bad value. I didn't want to say with certainty without looking. But last I checked, it was terrible. It costs more than make than convert, plus no gin. If you don't go by pity, you go by average, always. I do? No, you don't. It doesn't matter if you pity every time, it doesn't matter. You go by average. Oh, zeroed in, how you doing? You even zeroed in a shout out, Kabasi? Only one of the last few male seraphs in our category. Crazy. Obviously, the whole gathering XP is crazy. Yeah, like I said, on average, I actually do pity. Yeah, but that's not how you calculate things. It doesn't matter how your luck is or not. You always go by averages because that's the value of things. That's like me saying I have a gold bar that's usually worth £1 million, but I sold it for £1 because I get a bad deal all the time. That doesn't mean that gold bar's only worth £1. See what I mean? I think we actually may be the only last one. Oh, is Bobo Buddy Seraph now? I know Goldstein went to where wins, so there's that. Doesn't matter if you actually do pity though, because it's the actual reality outcome. Ah. Seraph bad? Thought she was decent? No, she's really good. Seraph's fantastic. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. Gotcha. S tier with the BSR Lightstone set? Yeah. Seraph is very, very good. That's why most warriors went to Seraph. Because they wanted just their warrior to be better. And Seraph is EA's answer of buffing warrior. It just gave everybody Seraph instead. As a warrior made in 2026. Give me the better warrior, it's way, way better, yep. Unfortunate, but it's the truth. More damage, far more protective skills are improved. Like, the only thing Warrior has over Seraph is Warrior has some faster Q-block cancel animations. I think that's about it. Everything Warrior does, Seraph does better. So frustrating? Yeah. I do feel for the Warrior mains out there. As someone who was a Warrior main for 7 years, I get it. It's hard to put the Greatsword down. And you're a lot like me, Ziridan, where you play male characters because you're essentially putting yourself in the game, right? That's why I ended up making my Musa. Because PA's not going to give me my male paladin at this point. So I made my own with Musa. I did a pretty good job. Looks pretty paladinish. I did good. Happy with it. Very male paladin. And all the fire effects go really well. I think if his Crescent Blade is like a halberd. Yeah, there's a BSR Lightstone set that gives you BSR recovery. And obviously Seraph is all about her Black Spirit Rage form, right? So you actually gain more DPS with that than you would like Vicious Shadows. Or anything like that. Seriously considering playing Striker or Sage, man? Yeah, I was told you were fucking around with Awakened Sage, right? And I was lurking in Chrysidra's chat. And people were asking about you being on a Sage, and she was saying like you were memeing, but I don't know. Deep down I was like, I don't know, dude. I think you know, a lot of warriors are hitting breaking point now. With Seraph release. I think they're getting to the point where they just had enough. I don't think that's a meme at all. I think he's actually testing the waters. We do Warriors absolutely no representation. Class is cooked. Deep down, I don't know either. Yeah, I mean, what I would do, Ziridan, I would just tag one of those other classes for now. And just play around to both. And if you feel as if you're not really playing the Warrior much anymore, then commit to it. Because then you're confident in your choice. I wouldn't just flip the switch. I mean, it took me a while to think about re-rolling to Musa. Like, it was about August last year that I was actually going to do it. And I actually only did it in December, so. And the reason I did it, I wanted to suck Sage with the highest skill ceiling. A lot of things that Wake Musa does is very like suck Sage. It's just faster. Yeah, Warrior Lepio Sunny, make the class S plus here? Yeah, maybe. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Yeah, I know. I know what it's like to have a class you love and just be completely neglected. And you're one of the only few people left who is willing to play the class in that condition. But you know you're at like a huge disadvantage because of it. This PA just won't make it better. I know what you mean. Frustrating. I get it. I love my Awake Musa though. I have zero regrets. They can nerf this class to the ground and I'll still be playing it. It's so fun. Because I rolled to it and then people told me after, like, you know that shit is like S tier right now, right? Like, goddamn, really? And I looked up some videos. I was like, okay, how does it do at the grind spots? And I saw Wackarad's videos. I was like, goddamn, okay. Those crazy numbers. And then PvP, I asked around the people I know, and they're like, oh yeah, if you get a good catch, you just delete people. He's very good. He gets a lot of kills. So he's just a suck Sage, but fast then. And a better grinder. Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to play either Suck Warrior or Awake Musa, and I was like, I don't really want to play Warrior again. I played him for way too long, for way too many years. And I'm not a big fan of the sword and board. I'd rather have a two-hander of some kind. But I don't want to play Awakened Warrior, because that's what I played for ages, right? I didn't want to play Awakened Warrior again. So I was like, well, Awake Musa is technically a warrior, just a different kind of warrior. And then I thought about, like, how I can make it like a paladin. And honestly, it went better than expected. I'm very happy with my Musa now. Yeah, like I said, Zeradan, just tag the Sage or the Striker and just play around with them as a tag. And when you feel as if like you're pretty confident about playing that as your main instead, then I would make the swap. I wouldn't just flip the switch. Like, ease your way away from Warrior instead of just going cold turkey. And then you won't feel nowhere near as bad about the reroll. Buff Sage? True. Actually, Sage did get a good buff. The Shining Stone being way more accessible. That cast speed is huge for Suck Sage. He always needs to work on the cover most of the time, every patch, yeah. Thanks, Sage, don't regret. Yeah, true. It's funny, I was in Goldstein's chat and I was like, listen, if you're not playing Awakened Warrior, you're probably an Awakened Sage. And he was like, nah, man, I love Warrior. You know what Goldstein's like. And I was like, I'm telling you, if you play Awakened Sage, you're going to want to play that instead. And then a week later, he was Awakened Sage, mate. I was like, yeah, there it is. Good advice, just really hate it. Yeah, it is what it is though, dude. Warrior's condition, like how he is and everything, it's a hard pill to swallow. I get it. But it's pretty clear cut that PA doesn't want Warrior to be decent. For whatever reason. Like, it's never gonna change. So, gotta bite the bullet, as they say. This Sage is the better choice. Yeah, I think a lot of Awakened Warrior mains really resonate with Awakened Sage. And this is why, when I rolled to a Sage, and chat didn't believe me at the time, I said I didn't like Awakened Sage because I felt too much like Awakened Warrior, and everyone question marked the fuck out of me. So how is it Awakened Warrior mains like playing Awakening Sage? It's almost like it's familiar. The playstyle they like. And that's why I didn't main Awakened Sage. I went Suck Sage. I didn't want to play Warrior again. Yo, is uncapped today in EU? Game is dead, by the way. Oh yeah, that meme's fucking stupid. Video is dying, and I'm just like, yeah, it's dying like a turtle. Give it another 1,000 years and it's dead, I guess. Dying a very slow death, apparently. Aquari spawn on kill or pickup? On pickup. But the other one, the Valencia one, he just appears. I think you can also get him as a pickup. Because if you stand around in this grind spawn and do absolutely nothing, you will get the normal treasure goblin spawn. Just randomly. But the season 1 is 100% pickup. I've never had a season goblin spawn standing here AFK for ages. Now for no wars, kiss you later, Lacko. Good luck, good luck. Have fun. Game dead, by the way. What up, I say, then? The random spawn FR as well? Yeah, not for the season 1 though. For the regular, absolutely. Chillin', nice. That's why Tannis more frequent at Kadri? Yeah, I mean, that is... I mean, I even explained this. It inflates the Atannis. Density is king. Don't look a long video, got a lock in, be back later, pal. Alright, zeroed in. I hope it's a banger. Speaking of videos, you can let Chrysidra know. Me and Verdict did a new episode yesterday. Picking up the Grim Verdict podcast again. Ferrari race apologies are simply much slower than Kadri, and that's why. Well, yeah, like I said, I explained this the first time, Droid. The reason why you get so many Atannis at Kadri is because of the density. It all comes down to density. More density, more goblins. And more density, more 100% uptime on pickup, on loot. Boy, I can't support that guy. Can the DM me about it? That's why I'm gonna leave it. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was beef. Oh, bad. You know, apparently there is. Oh. That's news to me. I thought everyone was good. You can give me your side of things if you wish. I don't see why there should be beef. I mean, everyone's cool, right? I get it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk about it, chat. I don't like airing out dirty laundry. Very respectable of people's privacy and stuff. So. Making content? No, that's cringe. I don't like extorting people for content. I'm a normal human being who respects people's privacy. I'm not someone who lives terminally online. Holy giga chat. What up, Zeph? Zeph, I meant to ask, do you mind if I use that cursed image as a redeem audio thing? Would you be alright with that? Because I usually try to have one redeem for each streamer. It's up to you though. I don't understand if you don't want to. Hey, give Zephian a follow. It's one of the OGs. What's up, John? Extreme huge drama. No, get out of it. No, I don't extort people for content. That's cringe. Yeah, you can talk privately. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. So what I'm doing right now, chat, is actually I saw I was kind of surprised. I was watching someone link me Pistanity. Why is my old account on Pistanity? Out of all clips, why that one? I was like, okay, that's right. Why showing off my old Sage? He's called like a mushy potato now. That's the first thing I could think of. But anyway, so my old account was 850 gear score, completely free to play. What I'm doing right now is I'm effectively speedrunning it. But I'm not doing any more accounts after this. This is like a glorified reroll of anything. I'm like doing my class reroll and I'm also speedrunning the loot scrolls and everything. Just pause any highly viewed clip. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Do I wait and call set next? Hell no. No. This is me done now. What I'm doing right now, chat, is I'm trying to get a lot of loot scrolls because I don't really have that many. I've only got 1,000. I want a few thousand, and then I'm going to graduate, and then I'm going to get Hardcap and Elvis Serendia. Well, the money I'm making right now is being reinvested. I've made like 330-ish billion now, and it's all been reinvested. So actual silver, I've got $500 million and 200 mil, but nothing. It's all invested. And if you wonder what those investments are, I have a full set of life skill gear. So pen, tet, all this stuff, prions. I'm still tapping the prions. I'm going to stop at tri-prions. I have all my crystal pages done pretty much. And I am currently investing all my silver into my red shards. I have nearly 6,000. And I'm probably going to make over 1 trillion in cups. And then put that back into my gear, and then I'll be hard capped. Well, not hard capped. Like, set/alt weapons, full North carries and accessories. And then Adanamas, base Adanas. With the veil and everything. Good enough gear to grind like most spots in the game, pretty much. And then I'll just go from there. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to get as many time filled as possible. So the most time filled per hour you can get is Gathering, followed by grinding Kadri. Kadri is the highest density season grind spot, so. It's also, right now, it's about 1.8 to 2.3 bill an hour. That's pretty good money too. I'm going to stay in Serendia until I run out of shards. I've currently got a 6,000 red, so, and I make the earring cups. So I only use 50 red per cup. So I'll be making at least 120 cups. But I plan on getting a lot more red shards, so. I have some really good methods for getting blue and yellow. I can do it really quickly. Like, I've made 100 cups before, it's not a big deal. You're a masochist, bro? No, I love it. I enjoy it. Is it different when it comes to Elvia? Yeah, I can grind Elvia indefinitely without. Think of it as like your most favorite grind spot that you love. That to me is Elvia Serendia. I can do Nagas and Fogans all day, every day. So. That's why I have so many red shards, because one, they're super cheap, and two, Orcs is my least favorite. So if I can get my red shards for between 10 to 13 mil each, and I'm selling the cups for 9 to 10 bill, that is a very large profit margin. That's a very, very good investment. See, we're waiting for you and Sakria. Sakria's my absolute favorite. Sakria is actually surprisingly a lot of people's favorites. Sakria is very popular. I get why. It's definitely a vibe. Does it follow a Scotty Slice? Appreciate it. Thank you, Nate. Masochists do enjoy it. Well, like I said, I won't be doing this again. And I'm not doing as big of a season push as I did last time. I'm very much just stocking up on loot scrolls at the moment. Absolute vibes would motivate me to get gear. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people love Sakurai, right? A unique round of war grind spot, not many in other MMOs, yeah. I'm surprised PA didn't notice the amount of people actually grinding that spot and think about, like, doubling down on that kind of thing. Like, imagine if they added deeper layers to Abyssal. Stuff like that. Like, they could have expanded upon Sakurai and that kind of thing. Very popular. 30 seconds in no war and I crashed and now it's validating files. So you're sandbagging is what you're saying, Sergeant. SMH. Typical Deadeye main. God, I want to go back home. Yeah. Well, soon. The other globally made me even more happy than making it a rotation. Maybe Sakurai will also keep rotations. Yeah, hopefully. I was very happy to see Stars End wasn't another tower grind. I'm gonna be honest. I will admit, and we gotta give PA credit where credit's due. It does seem like the changes they're making are based on what we're saying. We wanted more group grind spots, they're giving us more group grind spots. We don't want more tower spots, the new revamped versions of the old grinds are keeping to the nostalgia of those grinds, and they're keeping them exactly as they are, and they're giving it and they're retaining it as pack to pack. Like, you really can't ask for more. They're doing what we're asking. Now, I personally think the dyes, the weapon dyes, I don't like that they're tradable. I think it's just going to make them somewhat insignificant after a few weeks. But, you know, at least we got the dyes, I guess. I would have preferred to get the dyes, you have to, like, go get them yourself. And the different colors are in different grind spots. And they vary depending on, like, the content. So let's say they give us Adania Part 2. Then the purple dye moves from Sakurai to one of the Adania spots. And the red dye goes from Star's End to another Adana spot, you know? Like, just give us something to chase, you know? But then being sellable and being every grind spot that's an endgame spot, I mean, they're just gonna crash. That's my opinion. I think ultimately, enough people do endgame grinding right now that they are just going to crash. Because unlike any other kind of commodity, once you have it, you don't need it anymore. You have it, you're done. And I know we have other economies like this, like the cups, but the difference is the cups are something that people need when you're a new player. You don't need a glow if you're a new player. You won't even have the armor to use the glow. You see what I mean? So, I don't know. I just feel like they're just going to crash. They're trying to start off like being okay price, and then they'll be pre-ordered a bit high because people want it day one. But after a few weeks, they'll just be min. Which is unfortunate. Happy I may be grinding my ass for the purple dyes? Yeah, of course. I'd take over the case of the goalpost keeps moving, an average player would never get it, and they got the gear the spot they were originally. Yes, but you have to think about pacing. The goalpost is moving, you are correct. But it's like a snail moving the post versus someone sprinting. You're not going to constantly be outraced by the goalpost. But the speed you progress in this game nowadays is so fast. And moving the dies from the current grind spots to the next one's only going to be like 50 additional AP. That's like, what, 4 to 5 sheet AP? If that? Like, it's not going to move much at all. I think that's fine. And by that time, we'll have more AP available to us, right? Gabelius would be glorious. Will the cost of go up in price eventually? On NA, they're going to be capped. I predicted this the second we got the announcement of the grind spots. And the reason why that is, chat, is because on North America, people don't really like grinding. That's just, it might be a hot take, but a lot of NA doesn't grind. We have a lot more people that would rather swipe than play the game. And this is reflecting on our economy. Our economy, you can grind things and sell them for a lot higher on NA versus EU. Because we simply don't have that many people supplying the things. So the demand goes up. And the reason why I think the cups are going to be max is because the new grind spots, while like a good option at that kind of gear range, I personally think most are going to still be at Decky Olins too, the merchant ring piece. And if they're more geared than that, they're going to be in the new Adania grind, the group 1 that's coming. I don't really see where the Miramok Gyphon really fits. It's kind of in that place where it's like you could group grind that, but then you'll make better money doing this instead. It's mainly a spot if you want to grind with the boys. You should want to turn your brain off and grind with the boys for a bit. That's Miramok and Gyphon. But again, most people want their rings, so they're gonna go Decky Olins too. So with that in mind, oh hold on, my shop's run out. Feels free to play, man. Hold on. Delete this. Open this. You put it in. There you go. Yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about Olans. Yes, so most people are going to be going Olans instead for their ring piece. And what it actually did, believe it or not, and people didn't believe me, but it's kind of showing now. The changes they did made my LV Serenity attack better. And I'll explain why. It wasn't the grind spots. The grind spots are whatever. On EU, they'll be somewhat popular. NA, nobody really cares. But they allowed you to sell shards. Which means, well, most of the player base at one point was grinding orcs because orcs was the best money. Which means people have thousands of red shards saved up. Because they never bothered to convert them into cups, grinding like Fogans or Nagas. They just did orcs. So I know North America had a huge influx of red shards ready to unload, which means they're going to crash. And for someone like me who makes the earring cup, that basically means I can get the red shard portion of that for half the price, which is exactly what I did. Which is why I currently have nearly 6,000 red shards. I got them half price, half their actual value. Actually, less than half. Their actual value is 40 mil, and I got them for 10 to 13. So I got them for a third of their value. It's very much an investment, and it's a bit of a waiting game, but that is what I'm doing. And that's how I'm going to get geared really quickly. So when they did that announcement, everyone was like, Grim's cooked. Oh, rip Grim, Mr. India grind, rip. And dude, I just put a little hair face. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's cooked, by the way. Yeah. I already had it. I already planned it out as soon as I saw that announcement. I was like, alright, that's what I'm doing. And, yeah. I invested all the silver I had into red shards. It was about 60-something bill. Which is what I had left. Now, I'm still actively buying them because people are still selling them. Like, I'll buy these if I can. 850. Oh my god. I need the money. I'm just gonna gobble them up while I grind. Alright, Skender, how you doing? No time to grind instead of orcs and went straight to Gyphon. That's fair enough. Technically 31 mil after tax and the other material. Yeah, but nobody calculates things after tax. You always do before tax. Because then it just gets complicated. But my point is, it's a big profit margin. If you are going to calculate after tax, I paid 10 to 13 each. So I still got like over double their value. Rebranding in process. What up, Jabba? Rebranding. Damn. I see your Lee Jabba walk now. Instead of NA Jabba. I move away from orcs and Vogans because the cups on my server crashing. Yeah, like for EU and such, they're gonna go down. When I'm talking about all this, I'm talking exclusively North America. Like, I know this economy, and that's what I'm playing around. How did you pronounce Lee? I don't know, is it Lay? I don't know how to pronounce it. Lee, Lay, La, Lee? I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm not French, unfortunately. Say that again, please. How hurtful. Just tell me how to say it. Educate me. Is it Le? Lou? Lou. Oh. Okay, that makes sense, actually. The Lou Javel. Is that right? Say Blair and remove the B. Almost, okay. I don't speak French. I only know omelette du fromage because of Dex's laboratory. That's about it. And bonjour and oui. Girlfriend speaks French. I don't. W cartoon, yeah. Actually won some energy potions. You motherfucker. Can you send them to me? I was saying to chat earlier, if I could be gathering right now, I would. Gathering is MVP right now in season. I'm grinding because I'm technically doing downtime right now. Gathering would be the play. Won so many last few days. Do you know how many I've won since making this account? I made this account on the 18th of last month. I have won 32. Yep. I won 15, 6, 3, and then some yesterday. I don't win energy potions. I don't know why. I did, however, win a mellow herbal, but that's only 1500 energy. That's like 30 energy potions. Realistically. 400 last week.
No.
Where's mine? Let's have a look. Oh look, still hasn't filled. That's crazy. Where's mine? It's fine. PA's trying to nerf me again. It's fine. First they put a level cap on season. Then they removed my life skill XP buff. Then they deleted my gathering rotation. And then they put it back. I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting my energy potions now. And then Laffy made a comment about me and my loot scrolls. Like Grim would know about all about loot scrolls. So they're aware of my shit of having thousands of loot scrolls. Oh no. Might nerf that next. One energy potions are my main saved from when I gathered. Alright, just sell them to me real quick. Appreciate it. Just list those 100 at a time. I'll let you know if I win them. But she put Minas over your gather? Yeah, it's good, dude. It's not the best XP in the game, but it's very up there. And very good money. With no headache. And you can place your farms in between the rotation as well. So you can do them at the same time. Very, very good. That's why I was so sad when they removed it. But it was a bug apparently, so they put it back. They put my gathering rotation in the patch notes. Like, fixed the gathering nodes around Wolf Hills, and I was like, oh my god, they put it back. Not gonna lie, I felt very targeted when they got rid of that. It's not the best XP, no, underwater gathering is, but that's like way much more of a headache. Underwater gathering requires you to have a fishing outfit, a tent for repairs. You have to go to certain reefs. I think the one that's not as egregious is the one outside the corals, you know, the Rusalka coral crabs. I think Jabba was telling me about that one. And you have to sit there deleting lobsters from your inventory constantly. It's just way more of a headache. And the money's nowhere near as good. So the herb rotation, super easy, super chill, no headache at all, really good money. So I'll take that any day. Yeah, it says house not short or else have words of Laffy. Don't think I will. I think I'll just vendor them. Easy money in the pocket. Yeah. If you're looking, you're wondering what my rotation is, chat, I'll be doing it soon, so I can show you. I came up with it about 18 months ago. I did a lot of my own testing and experimenting, and I found that to be the best iteration of Wild Herb Gathering. And the reason why that is because it has 3 seeds in this loot table, whereas most Wild Herb rotations only have 2 or even 1. And it has the least amount of the fern nodes. The ones that look like they look like this, but they're wild herbs. They don't have seeds in them, so. And seeds are all the XP in the game. Gathering XP works based on things in your loot window. So every individual thing you have in your loot window gives you, let's say, 10 XP. So you want as many different things in your loot window as possible. And seeds don't stack. So if you green thumb a seed, you get 3 to 5 times 10. So you get 30 to 50. So that's 300 to 500 XP. Essentially. I think Bayrock has a pretty good video explaining all this. But yeah, the idea is you have minimal fern nodes, which are again the wild herbs that don't have seeds in them. And the loot table of the region is 3 seed types. So you're 3 times more likely to get a green thumb seed than you are with a spot of 1. Like bear. Which is why bear gathering is really bad. Even though everyone preaches it, they just don't know better. If you don't believe me, I mean, I was Guru 40 in 2 accounts, and this one's already Master 21. So. And all that came from the same rotation. Yeah, the plan is to do season grinding / gathering until I have a decent amount of loot scrolls. Then I'm going to go LV Serendia with bare minimum gear, like Black Stars, Capotias. I might even use the Zavala Timmy armor. You don't need the very good gear to grind it. And then I'll make my big gear push in Serendia. How many ores am I averaging? I'm getting like 10 an hour, I think. Around that. I've already done 2 of the quests. I didn't do one of them because it's not worth doing. But it might be worth doing. I could get the knockdown resist crystal, just hold it until after the event. But I did the Maca and I did the decimation. I equipped the decimation and cancelled my pre-order. So I have both my decimation crystals now. And then I just sold the Maca lot. Macalods are a trap, in my opinion. You only ever use Macalods if you're trying to push like absolute AP. The whole argument of using Macalods when you're above the AP cap is just dumb. I've already explained it once. Assuming, let's say you have 1 AP above the AP cap, using Macas with a 5% value over cap. Let's assume that's making you an extra 10 mil an hour. If you DC, or you lag, or it's nighttime, or whatever parameter it may be, where you die, and you lose a 1 bill crystal, that's 100 hours of grinding with Macalods to make up for that loss. Whereas if you had your DR crystals on, your bitters, and you only have a little bit less AP, and that kept you alive, that's way more value. Saving you 1 bill. I just don't see why you would ever bother stacking AP above AP cap. It's so bad. I'm going for 2,500. Damn, I don't even know how many I have. I have 12 apparently. I did open them all before starting stream, so. Yeah, I've only been grinding for an hour and 15 minutes. The 12 is about right, if I'm assuming 10 an hour. Around that. It's about 10 an hour. Well, admit though, I've not had that many commanders or anything, so my density's been a bit low today. Yeah, all the money I make now, chat, is just going to go into investing into red shirts. Because I predicted this was going to happen, and it's actually happening sooner than I thought. So I predicted the cups tanking to about 7 bill, and then recovering over a month and a half back to cap. But honestly, they've been really good. Like, there's only 15 listed and they're 8.6. Like, I was expecting this to go down and down, but it's actually kind of retained. So I'll give it more like 2 weeks now. And I'll tell you, do you know why, chat? It's not even because of the red shirts. It's because of this. These aren't selling nowhere near as often. 67,000. The blues are how many? 60,000, and the reds are 171,000. So yeah. And the reason why the blue sells the least is because, again, loads of people have red shirts. What's the easiest cup to make if you have a ton of red? It's going to be the belt on the ring cup, which is red and blue. So people are going to be reluctant to sell their blues because they have reds. They mix them with blues. They have belt and ring cups, right? And that's why the earring cup has still retained a lot of its value, because it requires 100 yellow. There's a few factors you need to understand with making cups. It has 3 bottlenecks. It has magical shards, it has Essence of Dawn, and it has the shards themselves. Now, the shards themselves, not too bad. You can pre-order them, they'll fill, whatever. You'll get them. Magical shards, there is a metric fuck ton of magical shard pre-orders. Even during that Seraph event, it was 15,000 at the last day. And Essence of Dawn, I mean, you can get them. They take a little while to fill. You're best off pre-ordering them just before the boss reset. So if you factor all those things together, with NA not wanting to grind much, that's why the cups have retained a lot of their value. And these are all like factors I considered. Which is why the cups are still really good. Now, none of that's a problem for me, because I'll pre-order Essence of Dawn around the boss reset time. My magical shards, I'll be getting them myself from every Serendia, so I'll have my own supply of magical shards, so that's fine. And the blue and yellow shards I'll also be providing. So long as I have a sub and like a metric fuck ton of red, I'm good, basically. And that's why I invested in my silver into cheap reds, to make bigger profit margins. You think it'll be max pre-orders again? Yeah, absolutely. Not enough people do that content. I'm so confident I put all my silver into it, so. But you know who really cashed out recently? People that managed to sell their Splendids. Like Zethian sold a life one, Divios sold his destruction one. If you were able to sell your Splendid when that shit was like over 800 bill, you made crazy bank. Like stones are worth like 200. The people who don't do the math and have like the old way of thinking with Splendid saw it as like, I have the money, I can finally get my Splendid, and they bought it, not knowing that actually it takes about 200 million value, and you can make one in like a month or two. So it's really not worth buying at that price. If anything, you're better off just waiting, because they're going to crash. They're going to keep crashing. They'll probably go all the way down to about 300 mil. And if you really want it then you can buy it. But buying it at 800 is crazy. The only time you'd ever consider that is if you were one of the top 3 guilds doing uncapped content, and your reasoning for that was to tap for shinings. Because again, you need it for your uncap. That's the only situation where you can make an argument. And even then, 800 bills is a lot of fucking money. Even then, I think you should be like very... just wait a month or two. As your min listers, yeah, they're gonna do it. Is what it is, right? The question is why buying the cups and that demand is so high. Once you have your cups, you don't need them anymore, no? Well, there's a lot, believe it or not, as much as the doomers say about the game's dying every other day, the game actually gets a lot of new players every day. And new players, when they finish season, the first thing they go invest in is they get their Karazets and then they cup them. So there's always a need of cups. And you can look on Garmouth.com and you can see the supply versus the demand every day. There's always a demand for cups. So long as we have new players, there's always a demand for cups. And we are doing very well right now in terms of new players. And with the Olvir Academy, it's going to spike even harder. Wow, Deep Sea's tanking? Why are Deep Sea's tanking? Let me think. Unless there's a reason for people not to use them and use, like, Calc Elixir or the CC resist, I don't really know why. Because Deep Sea is, like, a means to get more damage above caps. It's just back attack and everything. So, I don't know. Let's look at the new Node Wall medals. Maybe it's something to do with those. No, it's a Deep Season here. Why are they tanking? Maybe it's a Node Wall reward? I need to look at the Node Wall buffs, honestly. Elevonic expires soon. Deep Sea's a permanent infinite trade. Oh, true. Yeah, the old medals. That's a good point. That is a very good point. Where are they? These. Yeah. Yeah, people are gonna just buy out buy a ton of these. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I thought the old medals were already gone. New medals as well? I didn't see them in the new medals. Am I blind? Oh, they're down here. Oh my god. Never mind, they're here. Alright. I didn't scroll down that last little bit. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's Node Wall then. I mean, technically, if they drop low enough, everyone should be happy about that. Having Deep Seas be more accessible means you can make better silver grinding. Because now you can grind with them and not worry about running out. Your grind speed will increase because of that back attack and special damage and everything. Well, back attack mainly. It's air, back, and down, right? That'd be really good for Star's End. Because the mechanic of Star's End is you CC them all, right? So you're benefiting from the back and the down damage. That's a really good point, actually. That might be, if that was me, I would get them now. If you plan on doing Dark Star's End grinding, I would get Deep Seas while you can. Because I think what's going to happen is when Star's End grind spot comes out, they're going to be max price. People are going to want to run a mod doing Star's End. 20% damage is going to be very noticeable. Yeah, I predict they're going to be max pre-order when Star's End comes out. The Star's End isn't a tower grind, it's a pack-to-pack, so your grind speed is dictated on how fast you can go. So if you can do 20% more damage when they're CC'd on the ground, that's going to give you a much bigger silver per hour increase, which means the Deep Seas are going to pay for themselves easily. So they're going to be max price pre-ordered again, I think, once people realize. It's like concentrated Blackstones are going to be max price with the Olvir Academy coming out, as well as Caphras. And if not max, close to max. Because what's going to happen is the Academy's going to come out and people are going to get them more Black Stars. More Black Stars means more Sovereigns. And every class goes either main hand or Awakening, and then the offhand. Unless you're an Ascension. So a lot of people are going to want to get their Sovereign offense. Which means they need the stones from graduating to get their Tavala gear to deck, the arm around their weapon, and it also means they need their 20k Caphras for their offhand. So, goals for graduating. I just want a ton of loot scrolls. I'm going to do my gear push outside of season, because I can make much better money. I'm very much just stocking up on loot scrolls right now. What I'd want to be doing ideally, chat, is that I would like to be at my Olvir rotation and have infinite energy. And just gather for like a few weeks straight. And then I'll be done in no time. A number of loot scrolls in mind for graduation, at least 3,000. I have 1,000 currently. 3,000 is very easy. It's 200 per, so 2,000 is 10. 20,000 is 100. 200,000 is 1,000. And I already have another 24,000 time filled. I get them very fast. So, it won't take me long. So I'm good. And all the money I'm making now, I'm reinvesting to my Serendia grind. That is my plan now. That also means I don't have to worry about being restricted on my combat level in season. Because in season you get 63.99 and then you can't level anymore. So I won't have to worry about that restriction either. It'd be nice to make the XP push again. So. Yeah, I've got it all planned out, shit. I'll be hardcap in no time. We're hard. Yeah, I'm vibing. I got my game plan. I'm very confident in my game plan. And I thought about tapping River next to supply my Essence of Dawn, but they're not worth turning into Essence of Dawn. Because if I make a Tet River neck, I can sell it for 14 bill. And it gives you 81 Essence of Dawn if you melt it, which is only 8.1 billion worth of Essence of Dawn. So I'm better off just selling them and then buying the Essence of Dawn, and I'll still have more money, even after tax. So I'll probably just tap River next. I think River next will just become the new category ring for me. But I need to do the math. It might even be better to just sell them at base, I don't know. Because the base is like cap pretty much. It's just 342 mil. It might be better for me to just sell them at base, I don't know. But yeah. How many demos you got now? 0. I spent all my money on red shirts. I spent like 60 bill on red shirts. Because that's a very good investment. Best way to get a lot of sharps, I did mining for buried chests. Just gathering. Gathering type doesn't really matter. It's the amount of gathers you can do per hour. Like, sure, there are gathering types that give you like higher chances on things. So, for example, if you're doing butchering or tanning, they give you a higher chance of the black magic crystals. But generally speaking, I found just more nodes per hour is better for sharps. Mainly because of the fairy breath is your main source of sharps. How much? Yeah, I spent like 60 bill on red shirts. I'll tell you the exact amount. They're in Glish. Oh, there you go, 73 bill. I've made 6,000 red shirts. If I turn all those into cups, that is 1.2 trillion. I just blasted a node wall, 64.9. God damn. These fucking Deadeye mains, dude. When they getting enough? Could be 76.7. I'm disappointed you didn't get 3 more kills, Sergeant. If you got 3 more kills, it'd have been 6-7. You're so close.
You were at my side all along.
Potato Hunter, mate, with the prime. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for that Jeff Bezos money. Enjoy, no ads. Appreciate it again. I'm not worthy, but I appreciate it regardless. Thank you, thank you. What's the name of the 6-7 cat emo again? You just type 6-7. I already added it. It's just 6-7. There you go. It's not a cat, it's a dog. You know what's hilarious to me, chat? Look at this. Look how many people have watched that clip. Look how many people are baited with that clip. Literally a cat? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. $87, yeah. It's not supposed to be 67 people. The point is, 87 people thought I leveled to 67. That's the point. They're like, oh, exclamation point 67. Oh, did he ding? I do the command. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, chat, who wants to sell me some energy potions? You guys don't need them, right? Usually I don't stream today, chat. Usually my day's kind of busy today. I was really busy yesterday as well, so I'll be doing a stream. I'm streaming today, but I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. I might have to go take care of some stuff, so. But generally, I like to stream for at least 4 hours, so. Around for a little while yet. Thank you for entertainment. Thanks for watching. The reason you're grinding category or missing secret hush hush method or for progression, it's just the best money and time fill per hour in season. Nothing more. Season money's really, really good on North America. So this is my new account. This account's only like 26 days old, I think now. But it's really good money for having basically no gear. And really good time fill fragments per hour. Right now I'm just stocking up on loot scrolls. I've got 1,000 so far. I want to have at least 3,000 before I graduate. If I get a bunch of energy potions and stuff, then I'll push higher. I get time filled very easily, very quickly now. Using an exploit that okay. It should be banned. Alright. Yeah. I still haven't sold my Tannis, by the way. Still got 580 Tannis. Yeah, I'll probably get enough loot scrolls, then I'll graduate. I'll use full Kaposha and my one tri-armor. I might even use Tavalla gear, honestly. I don't need that crazy gear to do season, to do Elvis Serendia. Doesn't hit that hard. And then I'll use the Black Stars. And I'll use Elvis Serendia to just jump through the gear. If I am having some troubles, so then I'll just get some caboose, it'll be fine. Okay, 732 gear score. There you go. I hate it when he's against the wall like that. Not this ult, different ult? Okay. Yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably get the Pen, Black Star Fan, and Awakening, and I'll choose the tap box for the main hand. Because the Pen Awakening is obviously my... Well, I'm Awakening, obviously. My ult fan gives me a fuck ton of monster AP. I'll probably do that. Full Savala armors with 1 Tri-Boss armor, full Capotias, and then Pen Black Star Awakening or Fan, and then tail main hand. And then I'll probably buy the rings first, because the rings will allow me to get the ring cups, so I'll get crit damage. But then I'll get the Debo neck. This new account? Yep, this account is like 26 days old. Exclamation point account if you'll know why. It's a glorified reroll essentially. I'm also like speedrunning gearing this time around, while still getting a decent amount of loot scrolls. I'm collecting scrolls? Yes, I'm getting loot scrolls at the moment. I'm also making really solid silver. I've made 320-ish bill so far. I'm making good money at the same time. That's because of it's North America. North America, you can make a lot of money doing a lot of things, so... Oh, wait to go to Tangrad. Tangrad is already good, yeah. I'm personally going to be doing Darkseekers, and it's not because it's better than Tangrad. Tangrad is better money. I value the combat XP a lot more. If you want just money, though, you should definitely do Tangrad. But I care about having a level above 66, so DSR is really good for that. Not the best, but it's good. Good money at Kadri, how? Tannis Element and Kadri Rings is the main source of the income. Tannis Element is 1/300th of a potion, and the potion right now is like 14 to 14.5 bill. And the Kadri Rings, if you make them to Tet, you can get them between like 8 to 10 bill. So, adds up pretty nicely. And it doesn't include like all the other stuff. I'm not including trash, I'm not including scrolls, I'm not including Caphras, event drops, any of that. It's purely just the Tannis and Kadri Rings. Grinding stars there when you have enough gear? Maybe. It depends on the XP. I'm very much an XP grinder. I don't like grinding a spot just for money. If it's good XP and good money, then I'll love it. That's why I love Darkseekers. That's why I love every Serendia. That's why I'm not a big fan of Tangrad, even though it's a lot better money. I don't like just grinding for money. You know what my thought is on silver, chat. It means to an end eventually. You'll hit a wall where you just don't need silver anymore. In order to get more power at that point, it's going to be your combat level. But again, 99% of players shouldn't think like that. Only those who plan to like push the absolute limit. So you should grind for silver. I'm just being like really degen about it, so. It's also the same reason I don't do AFK fishing overnight, I do training dummy. Because again, ultimately silver is a means to an end. I mean, look at people like Divios and Zethian. They're at a point now where they just don't need silver anymore. And that's the means to an end I was talking about. When people were arguing and being saying, you always need silver, so you don't though. You will ultimately hit a wall, and you just don't need it anymore. You're basically just piling up for the next content. And if I hit that wall and I pile up, more than likely when the new content hits, I will have it done, and I'm piling up again. So at that point, my actual next power push is my combat level. So that's why I think very ahead when it comes to like planning. I do what's best for the absolute long run. That's why I don't like grinding spots that are just good money. It's got to be good XP as well. And the best XP spots I know of are Gyfin. Gyfin's really bad money though. Darkseekers, solid XP, solid money. Orbiters are really good. That's really good XP and solid money. And spots like Zephyros are pretty decent XP as well and really good money. I'm going to do some testing though. I'm going to see what the XP rates are like at Darkseeker versus Orbiter. Because I know Jimmy does a lot of Orbiter because it's consistent XP. But I want to see if having a decent amount of tides outscales it or not. So assuming you're grinding at 370% drop rate, for example. So drop rate won't do anything to your XP at Orbiter because your amount of mobs is fixed. But they're making they're making castle buff changes and everything. Where they're having it, if you own one of the uncapped castles, you get a 50% drop rate buff across the board. And I do plan on playing with Digi again, assuming they'll have me, of course. And Digi pretty much keeps castle all the time now. So if that change goes through, and I'm grinding Ulukita, I'll be grinding Darkseekers with like 370 drop rate. So with that in mind, drop rate increases your chances on tides and Eternal Darkseekers. So it might actually outscale Orbiter because of the amount of tides and everything. Again, this is something I'll have to test. And I'm nowhere near testing that yet. Key requirement for New Star's End. Close to what Zephyros is. I think it's between Tenebram and Zephyros. But you have a bit of leniency because the spot is a demi-human spot. So although you don't get the AP from the Adana crystal like you would Zephyros, you can utilize demi-human stuff. So it's about the same. I think it's between Tenebram and Zephyros in terms of requirements. What I was told. E95 or 60? Okay, but who asked? Or, again, 99% of the player base shouldn't care about any of that shit I just said. It's just if you're being an absolute degen loser about XP and everything. And I am one of those. Do you guys think I should be buying cameras right now for the old fan next week? Yep, they're gonna be capped next week. Give me a second, chat. What do you want? Doggle hyper, is he? Chewy. Gotta work, huh?
Obviously.
Obviously.
I don't just dress up like this for fun of it.
It might be kinky, you never know. See you later. Put on your work clothes, you know. No, I think you should. The camera, so if you want to get your off fan done, they're gonna spike tomorrow. You want to buy the amount you need. Replacing a 3K, 3K, yep. So just buy the remainder you need. Like calculate the amount you're gonna get through like the post-season requests and everything. But yeah, like calculate that into it. You don't want to buy all 20K. Just buy the amount you need to make it up to 20K. From the new currency tab that we're getting, the Academy coins. You got that, and you've also got the Caphras Marnie stones when you graduate. So you calculate those together, and then after that is the amount of Caphras you need to buy. It would tank probably? I don't know. I don't think so. If everyone's getting 3K, but all the new players need 20, I mean, I think the demand outweighs the supply there. It would take 5, maybe 6 people that don't need them for everyone that does. And if we have got an influx of new players, according to Steam charts and everything, I think the demand is going to outweigh the supply there. Anyway, chat, I need to be right back for like 2 minutes. I will be right back. All right, chat, I'm back. What up? How we doing? How we doing? Okay. Back to it, shall we? Am I missing any buffs? I'm missing guild buffs. There we go. Well, Luxine, how you doing? Already untradeable. Are we talking about the second pen slash tap we're getting with the academy? I would imagine they're untradeable, yeah. They're the ones you want to turn into sovereigns. I can see the hammer being used on any black star, as well as the stone. But the stone and the hammers, like, you can turn them into money. Regularly turning a test on a skyrocket, maybe both. Pen is untradeable. The pen to pen upgraded for is a stone, which works as tradable. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, the pen is just going to be like the one in the challenge tab, right? Where it's not tradable. But the tet, you can... Well... You just get a regular tet, right? If you use this one... This tet, obviously that's not tradable. If you pen that. If you just pen a regular tet black star, then yeah, it should be fine. Getting pen, a tap to pen, upgrade stone. Yep, I know. Yeah, pen box, a tap box, and then a stone, and then some hammers. What I'm saying is, if you don't need those black stars, let's say you're already triple sovereign, and the academy hits, then what you'd want to do is you'd want to get a tap black star that's tradable, and then use the hammers on it, and if it goes pen, great, sell it. Until you run out of hammers, and then after that use the guaranteed pen black star stone and sell that one as well. You don't actually need any black stars. You just want to make money from it. A guaranteed pen on the tradable set. Can you sell it to pen? I don't see why not. They didn't make any mention of it. I mean, Palmer from Test will say the same. I feel like new players won't even need another one. Yeah, I mean, if you're lucky, you'll get 5 out of 6 black stars needed. So you have double pen, double tet. You guaranteed one of those tets to pen, and then got the hammers, right? So you got your 3 pens, one being from season, one being from academy, one being from challenge tab, and then 2 tets. So if you manage to get both of those tests to pen, you are 5 out of 6 at that point, so... Getting free loss so close to? We are, yeah. Let's look on the global lab. If someone wants to link the global lab and share, you can go through it and have a look. A money box. Dude, for a second I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to let the kids down soon. They've got school tomorrow, but it's actually Friday. Like, oh shit, never mind. Never mind. Oh, they come out of spawn? Yeah, there is. Dude, I'm actually... Believe it or not, chat, I'm not even sad that season money is not going to be as good as my swap money. In fact, I'm kind of a little bit relieved, believe it or not. I love season. I think season's great. But if I can push faster in the swamp is just better. And more enjoyable. Like, the season shit is really good for loot scrolls. If I can get a bunch of loot scrolls and then jump to the swamp, I'm actually hard chilling. And I'm really looking forward to experimenting with Fogans on a Musa. I think I can do some crazy shit with that. Because the biggest thing on my Sax Age was the movement between the packs. And on a Musa, I mean, that's non-existent, right? You just chase spam, blow them up, chase spam. That being said, though, it would be good if I can get my pets full tier 4 before that. Because it's going to be extremely pet dependent. The swamp provides, yeah, swamp provides. Indeed. The swamp even provided refuge when PA took my gathering rotation away. That's still a solid rotation, by the way. Like, the Olvia one is fantastic, but the Glitch one is still solid. It's just the Olvia one is better. If you don't care about XP and you just want to do a quick burn energy gathering rotation, then this is good for that. Gonna do the mining tech? Just curious how you do it with Musa. Yeah, I'm gonna do mining tech. With Musa, I'm probably gonna utilize Crush Crusher, Low Blow, and projection. So this. So I don't actually go too far. So I might do Crush Crusher like this, and Low Blow into projection. And that should kill the 3 packs without having to go too close to them. The first 2 packs you can go melee range just fine. It's the last pack you need to range kill. Because if you go too close to them, the mobs will leash. What's the mining tech? If you click below the stream on my YouTube, I have a video on every Serendia spot. The mining tech is the Naga video. You want to scroll, you want to go along the chapters on the bottom until you get to the part where it says with weapon. And that is me doing the Naga tech with Manis. The idea is you go in Mani Realm with a weapon buff. And you kill 3 sets of 3 commanders. Every commander gives you 9 mobs, and then you pull them all into one spot and you kill them all. So you kill 9 commanders, and then you're killing like 90-something Nagas. And then the respawn rate is very fast because it's Mighty Realm. So before you can pick up all the loot, the commanders respawn again. And you just keep doing it. So pets are very, very, very important. Because you're not going to be able to pick up everything. Even if you manual loot, you just can't pick it up. It's too much. And then when your weapon runs out, you leave Mighty Realm. And then you just grind normally without a weapon. Until you get a weapon buff again. And it gives you infinite Mighty time. Because you spend 10 minutes in there, then 10 minutes outside. So it recharges again. And my last account, I grinded like 12,000 yellow shards pretty easily doing that. I also got level 66 in I don't remember how many days actually. It's in the clip, I think. If you do exclamation point 66, I think I say how many days it took. I can't remember the exact amount of days. But I did it really quickly. I did 65 to 66 very quickly. I'm basically just going to do that again. I'm going to, like, dial it to 11. And my Fogan grind's going to be insane on Musa. And I'm only spending, like, 10 to 13 mil per red shard. And they're actually valued at 40 mil, assuming you sell cups at max price. which on North America you will. There's not enough people do it, and not enough people enjoy doing it. So that's a tech I don't mind sharing. I know sharing it won't affect it much. I'm pretty confident I can sell my earring cups at max. The only time they won't be max is when we have the Jewel and Perfect Power event. At that point, you just save up. Then you're just stockpiling. You don't sell cups because cups go down in price because everyone's selling them. You just hoard. You just grind. Get loads of shards. Get loads of the imperfect powers. And this time round, what I did before is I turned the imperfect powers into red shards because I didn't want to get the red shards, but now I can buy them for dirt cheap. I'm probably going to turn them into yellow this time if we get that event again. How many red shards? How many do I have? I can show you. Hold on. I have 5,934. And I'm still buying them. I see you and raise you. Okay, how many do you have? I have as much as I was able to buy. 60,000? God damn. Yeah, sell those to me real quick, will you? Yeah, I got as many as I could. I only had like 50-something bill. Nope. Fair enough. Fair enough. If I had a larger capital, I would have bought way more. Do you play on EU or NA? Or it's blood all over again? True. You're in NA? Okay. So you were 60,000 of these sales. So you were what? You were over a third of all sales. That's crazy. So dude, were you one of the people that when they were getting listed, you would like instantly spam buying as much as you can? Because that was me on maintenance. The service came up and I was buying as many as I could. We were probably bidding each other constantly. That's funny. Believe me, there you go. Yeah, we were bidding each other. I got a few of the hundreds filled. That was nice. There was someone listed like 120. I quickly bought 100. Like, oh, there you go. Put it all on red. Yeah. I'm 1-to-1 with that, dude. I just don't have as big as a capital as you. I did as much as I could. If I had like half a trillion, I would have bought way more. But you know, I only had like 50-something bill, so do what I can. So what is your plan then? You gonna grind blue shards, or what's your approach to your red shards? I'm personally doing earring cups. I'll be doing yellow, blue, red. Just 20k shards plus maybe 40k concentrates. Damn. Huge. You had a nice little capital sitting around. On blue jealous of marketplace, we're actually grinding mirror guy thing, dumping them. Yeah, that's crazy. It's good money. I'm doing what you're doing, but on a much smaller scale. Because obviously my overall net worth is a lot lower. Being like 20-something old account, so. How many days is this account? If I started on the new season, which is the 18th, that's 12 plus 16, right? That's 28 days, right? 28 days old? Maybe 29 days? Logan's Bragi, yeah. There you go. My man. See, chat, it's not just me. Someone with a thinking cap. Maybe you like Nagas for some reason? Yeah, because of my Naga tech. You think I would like Nagas if I couldn't do my Mani thing? My Mani thing just makes yellow shard grinding semi-AFK. Nagas doesn't have the key dopamine? No, you're true. You're right. How's Bragi in Mani Realm? Because I know Bragi used to be like really fucking good when we had human damage, but how's it doing now? Without the human species damage. It's still very good? Okay. What's it like outside of Mani, though? One shot anyway. I mean, I guess. With the crit damage we got on Sovereigns and everything, I'd imagine that compensates the species damage. 30 shards an hour on Arsha. Alright, not bad, not bad. Mine's better with your tech? Yeah. I would say Bragi's good. Like better than Nagas if you plan on just doing an hour and just doing 1 hour of Mani. But if you're planning on doing like multiple hours, then the Nagas is better. Because you get the consistency on the Mani tech. But if you're burning 1 hour, I would say Bragi's better. Again, I haven't grinded Bragi, so I could be speaking out my ass. But you'd have to tell me. Bragi boss spawns are affected by drop rate. Oh, I see. So if you're as close to the 400 cap as possible, you end up getting more shards per hour because of the inflated boss spawns. I can see that, yeah. Like your shards are a lot more reflecting on the drop rate compared to Nagas. That's interesting to know. That might be something worth experimenting. When they do the castle buff change, so what they're doing is they're making the capped sieges give a 20% buff across the board. Everybody in the guild. And the uncapped castles like Madeira and Valencia, you'll get a 50% drop rate across the board. So if I'm back in Digi at this point, and they sit in Valencia for the most part, then that should mean I have a 50% drop rate outside of Arsha doing Bragi. So that might actually be something to look into. Do you really run into any people at Arsha? Or is it just like completely dead and everyone's elsewhere? 20 lads are crazy. We love it, dude. The swamp provides. Heavy Serenity has always been cracked. Hey, I think you can do castle buff, doable green buff, and do it on a regular server, then you attack where you hop into Mani Realm with weapon buff. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you could, you can grind Mani Bragi with a weapon, and then jump out when your weapon runs out and do normal Bragi. Yeah. That's interesting. Arsha's dead? Oh, so you can just do it on Arsha too, then. The problem with Arsha is you can't utilize the Mani Realm. That's why I don't really do Arsha with Nagas, because I would have to grind it normally. But if you're grinding Bragi Den on Arsha normally, and it's really good, then yeah, I could see that. Ethereum castle owner is a devil? Why, what'd he do? Hopping above 2 hours in a row? Oh. Dude, you should have seen when Bicep had Tenebrum. Because you know Bicep's EU. He was popping that shit at like 2 a.m. like degen hours for RCU lads. Which was around the time it was like prime time on NA when they were like just before Node War and during Node War and after Node War. And he was getting berated so much because he's popping like 3 hours in a row. And he's like, well, you know, this is when I can grind. So, is he 4% and 65? Nice. I need to win like 1,000 energy potions. Like so badly. It is an XP getting close to 1% per hour. Okay. $122 ore. Dude, I completely forgot about the ore event, I'll be honest. I've just been talking with chat, just grinding in the background. So if you got 60,000 red shards, how much money was that? If it cost me like 50 bill to get 36,000, it must have cost you like half a trillion. How much weight do I have? Currently 1,200. I'm missing 250. Because I've only got one of the weight upgrades. There's 5 more to buy with loyalties. Thank God it's Friday. What up, Strauss? Yeah, doopy Friday. It do be Friday. How you been? The Vod Noven Strider, appreciate it. Now you there. You're okay? Alright. Could be worse. I'm just vibing, grinding, you know me. Same old, same old. How do you think it will take you to get a 50 on this account? I'm aiming for about 5 months. 5 months is good. It took me 8.5 last time, but that was again a learning curve. Shave a lot of time off. Now I know what I know with progressing and everything. Under 6 months would be good, I think. Be happy with that. Oh, Bliss added a new class? They did, yes, they added Seraph. Which is like the paladin of the game. He's very good, she's a very good class. Self heals or straight damage? It has some healing. It's not really much of a support, it's more damage. But it does have some healing, yeah. Pretty much every class has some kind of healing. I would definitely say it's a lot more damage oriented, not really a support paladin. Yeah, I don't usually stream today, chat, because usually today I'm quite busy doing a lot of stuff. So, not sure how long I'm gonna go for. I still gotta do like the kids washing and everything. I'll spend some time with them too, because it's the weekend. The paladin class of Diablo 4, it was alright. Yeah, apparently they didn't. This was pretty decent. I heard Zethian talking about it. The game has the problem that I saw before launch, and that's the longevity. Like, it does seem like there's a lot of finite content, and you just kind of hit a wall, and there's nothing really left to do. Is that the case? I'm assuming. Like, once you've done the finite content, there's not really much to do. Doesn't really have like a good end game loop. Yeah, okay. That's really strange. It's really strange knowing like where that IP came from. Because Diablo 2 had a solid end game loop. And Diablo 3 even had a pretty decent end game loop. But Diablo 4 just doesn't really have any end game. It's weird. Unusual. WC standalone mod clients updating 3-4 months. Schedule proper ladders reset. They even added more in game to D2. Is any good mod? Yeah, like I don't. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why Blizzard didn't just double down on their Diablo 2 like remaster and just add loads more content to Diablo 2 instead, because it's a very loved game. Like, imagine if Blizzard made that mod and actually like made it official and added new content to it and everything. Not to say like the modders are, you know, bad, but obviously official is usually better, because then you don't have to worry about getting taken down or whatever. But yeah, it's, you know, I would have thought that would have got a lot more love. New season content is getting to come around. Loads of hell is out now. In this case, the mod is better than the official support, no joke. No, I don't doubt that at all. I'm just saying about, like, if Blizzard were going to be dicks about it, you know? Like, if it was official, you don't have to worry about Blizzard doing a cease and desist and taking it down, you know? But if they can just keep going without having to worry about that, then obviously that's better. That's the only thing I mean about official. Like, Blizzard's awful. You have to tell me. You don't have to tell me how bad Blizzard support is, I know. But yeah. Hosting their own servers, etc. And they have actually got approval from Blizzard to run. Oh, there you go then. Fuck it. If they got approval, all good. There you go. So is that with the Diablo 2 game, or like is that with the remaster as well? Because obviously the remaster would be more appealing, because you got the you got a lot of people that would only play games with certain graphics and stuff, you know. Only old, okay. Damn. Yeah, well, it would have been better if you had the option to do the remaster as well. But you know, it is a really good game regardless. 10 AP support. Yeah. You enjoy farming as Medano run over? Yeah. All D2 graphics were scaled up properly to 1080. Yeah, but let's admit though, If they had done that project on the remaster, that would have been better. I'd imagine it would be a lot harder to code and stuff because it's a new client and everything. Massive overhaul? Oh, okay, maybe Diablo mod like 7 years ago. Yeah, that's what I'd assume, right? Like it'd be too much work for them to move all their work over to the newer one. But they've already been working on it for a long time. I mean, Blizzard should be paying attention. If they gave it approval, then they know how successful it is and how well it's doing. So if that were me, I'd be like, well, why aren't we doing that? You know? From a gaming perspective, I mean, we obviously know, like, a lot of the corporate people don't give a fuck and they're out of touch and everything. But if you are a game developer and you see this is something that people love and they're passionate about, like, if I were Blizzard, I would, like, support it more than they are. I would promote it. I would even do, like, official things with it. Like, personally, I would grab the team and just put them in charge of Diablo 2 Remaster and give them the resources they need to do all that shit on the new version of the game and make that an official thing. And then I would take their ideas for Diablo going forward, because obviously they know the Diablo crowd, you know? There's a follow Twitch's bubble, appreciate it. Twitch's bubble, my bad. You know, Diablo and Bao not being Diablo 4 is the same way Mephisto was the main bad guy. Yeah, usually it's around one primordial, right? Like one primal evil. Most games revolve around like the one. Like even Bao only had like an act after him in Diablo 3. The main game was about Diablo himself. How many holes are we on? 26? How's the crystal market looking for these? Because the drop rate seems to be really low. I can't imagine it affecting it too much. Let's have a look at Rebel. What he's doing. Ooh, they went down quite a bit. But this wasn't the event though, right? This was before the event. But the event was here onwards. So the went down by 400. What about it's it didn't go down much. It seems like they are pretty rare. So it's not really going to affect the market much. Platinum will go right down, as well as I don't know, actually rough stone probably stay capped. People make utensils, right? Imagine rough stone staying capped. Oh yeah. Yeah, rough stone's fine. Oh, Ranger, how you doing? Two commanders, right? Yeah. Starting the waves at the same time, that's bad. Oh, don't kill him. Oh, they killed him. I haven't killed him now. Holy loot. There's no wonder I've had like 20 great Marnies doing this. He's insane. What's frontal guarded? What do you mean? It'll be toxic. I need my concentrators to sell. What are they looking like now? Yeah, they're getting there. It might just be an academy angle. I don't think they're going to quite cap out until the academy hits. I've got to wait until this reset. Academy's on the 20-something, right? This reset coming? You still playing your main? Nah, not really. I just log onto it to tap stuff when they hand freebies out. That's about it. Wait a second, okay. What I thought. Nice. I'll sell them all then. The follow system MC, appreciate it. Thank you, Nate. Sorry, chat, I'm talking to my kids at the moment. I'm muting the mic. Okay, I'm done. For the cave, my Awakening Mega, I feel like they nerfed the value of the fins since last time I was here over a year ago. No, the trash should be the same. They don't really have a reason to nerf trash values in the early spots. If anything, they buff them. Should be good. They actually lowered the weight of a lot of trash too. So they made the early game trash always 0.1. And the late game trash can't weigh any more than 0.3. So they've actually buffed the trash since you last played generally. Yeah, Proxy Cave is solid. It's not the best scoring spot in the season, but it's a really good combat XP. It used to be really good because Tungred rings were really high, but last I looked, Tungred rings are like only about 100 mil now. You have a look. Yeah, like 130-ish. They went up quite a bit recently. Yeah, Proxy Cave is doing alright, I would say. Missed the History Ackman days. They were pretty good, especially how toxic they were. Like, you'd kill somebody in History or Ackman, and they had to use a tier to get back up. Because if they took the res, it kicked them out with the normal res. And they had to go find a portal again. So you'd get really salty people spending pose just so they can stand back up again, and then you just fuck them up again. It's so bad. Oh, God. Wasted so many people's tears. Yeah, there you go. Alright, nearly done. I'll finish this and I'll tap the rings, and then I'll probably go burn quick. I will open up the ores as well. See if I can pull one of those low percent chances. I'll be happy if I just get a few light stones, honestly. Light stones are always good. Doesn't matter what they are. You can sell them for at least like 9 to 10 mil each. People need the magical lightstone fragments. Thousands of tears? Damn. How many mobs I've killed now? So we're up to 1.04 million. This account is about 28 days old. I think it's 28. So we're killing like 1 million mobs a month. Dude, look how many goblins I've had. Killing one like every 2 minutes now. Exactly where the Atanus is coming from. Up to 518 now. They got enough for 2 potions. Alright. And look, my temp buff's just about to run out. Exactly when it's about to run out. Okay. Now we do this. I'm going to change my pets now before I forget. Alright. Well, I also need to get the Serendia nodes connected and leveled as well. Well, I've only got to do Nagas and Fogans. Don't really have to do Orcs. So I should get on that. How much energy do I have on my ults? Yes, I'm close to getting this 20. I'll have this 20 in the next few days. And then I can start working on the Naga node. How are these looking? Let's sell tonight. How are these looking? Let's sell with the Academy. That's about it, right? I don't really have anything to liquidate. Dude, look at Garmoth Hearts. 17.3. I bought this at 13.9. Crazy. What drop rate at? I'm at 260 something. With everything up. More if I use the 3-hour consume. 3-hour consume gives you 20. I'm at like 270 something with that. So yeah, it's pretty solid. Wait, hold on, I should do this in town first. Copied your last tech for the bonus, right? Good idea. Yeah, it's great. You can use that for new... The thing is, that's not just a season thing. You can use that in spots outside of season 2. So long as you have the AP above the AP cap, you can use that set. Pretty good. You miss out on the damage from not having like a damage set, but 30% drop rate is really solid. Get that. Change the playlist as well. Go with... There we go. What set? The Choice and Focus Lightstone set. This here. You have minus 150 AP, but you have 30% drop rate. So long as you have 150 AP above a cap, you have the grind spot you're grinding, you essentially have a 30% drop rate for free. That's really good. Okay. That's already on. Gathering Lightstone set. I still don't have my gathering artifacts. I'm fucking Master 21, and I still haven't looted my gathering item drop rate artifacts. I'm still using scuffed ones, just so I can use Yawning Hedgehog. Crazy. Still haven't looted them. Alright. That goes in here. Grab the wage. Alright. +1, what you do? Alright, this. We melt these. Jonas. Gives you 3 to 5 per one. And then we'll tap the rings. Those in there. I don't think I have any more rings. No. I can get that production going now, though. We have some Jonas in there. There we go. Then we get rid of this. This is why I use Spirit Stones in season, because I could use Perilla's Star, which gives movement speed. But generally, it doesn't really benefit me because I'm going by the speed of my pets. So if I use Destruction Spirit Stones, that helps me kill the Gatekeeper faster. That helps me kill the Leighton faster. And when I've used them, I can grind them up for Mystical Powder. So they don't go to waste. I'm stockpiling my Mystical Powder for when I start using an actual Alchemy Stone. Okay. No, we tap the rings. Yeah, the player here through just out, drop the regular mastery one. Damn. Yeah, like the I failed 2 of these, by the way, chat. Look at this. 72, by the way. Alright. Then we use a 40 stack. Okay. Now we use a 20 again. Okay. Alright. Next one we get, we do a 40%. I guess I grab the crystal, what's it called? Like knockdown? Stalwart. This one. It's not worth much now because of this event. It's kind of tanked it a bit. But without the event, that's pretty good. So I might grab that from the quest and just hold on to it until after the event. Is that after? So I'll grab that quick. Store that. And do we get any good crystals? No. I just got 1 lightstone, which was trash. Sometimes it be like that. Oh wait, I don't care about these. There we go. Now, chat, we do the Great Burn. Because again, gathering in season is the best thing in season. Period. You have 2k mastery, you make the most money gathering. No matter grinding, will be gathering. It's just better money. Even when these tets were crazy, gathering is still better. But you're capped by the amount of energy you have, so... I have a... where is it? I have a mellow. I won. And I have 20-something energy potions somewhere. There they are, 22. Then you take worker elixirs, because these give you gathering item drop rate. And then we have this buff, and this buff. I don't want to use these because these are 10 hours. And I don't want to use a T because my... Actually, what is my mastery? I suppose if I use those consumes, I'll be over 2k, right? So I can use a T as well. I can justify T for that. I only ever use Ts if I'm 2k or more. Because I want to get the most value from them, because you don't get that many. And I can also use this. Yeah, I can use that as well. I could do Giovan's. Maybe. I generally prefer to use this on alchemy. How many pearl ones do I have? AC4 plus 32. So I could use these two stacked, by the way. I might just use the pearl one. These are kind of finite. You don't get that many. But the pearl ones, you get quite a few of these. So I'll probably just use the pearl one. Save the other one for when I'm min-maxing. Probably when I'm doing Delosia for my Odolita mills, I'll use that. Alright. Add classic. I'm going to it now, so when your ad's over, yeah. Say when no ads. I hate ads, bro. So toxic. Where do I gather? Okay, I can ask you a question now. I gather right here. This is my Olvia rotation. So here's Olvia, here's the academy, here's my farms. They're kind of scuffed at the moment because I'm trying to get Master 1, so I can plant the smaller farms down. But my gathering rotation is right here. And it's really good. It's really, really good. I'm currently Master 21. And I've only been gathering for about a week. And I haven't been doing that much, because I'm capped on my energy. Yeah, you can power level super fast. It's very, very good. I see, thank you, yeah, no problem. Do it up. Do it up, dude. Do it up. I've got 3 hours of gathering to do, basically. I'm going to pop this, both of these, 3 of these, a tea, and my rough labor, and I'll be chugging energy potions while doing it. So it should last about 3 hours. But I am going to spend some time with my kids first. I'm going to chill out for a bit, get some food and all that good stuff, and I'll probably do this in the next hour. So I'm not going to keep you all waiting for me. I appreciate you all hanging out today. I'll probably do this off stream. It's right here if you want to know what the gather rotation is. If you want the extra rotation, you can watch my VOD. I usually do it once or twice a day, so. But I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I appreciate subs, resubs, follows, and especially your time. I will be raiding you into another video streamer, so if you have a drop store, I got you. So yeah, appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, let's see who we can raid you into. We should say hello to chat. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I'm going to raid Yeti. I know I raided Yeti recently, I think last stream. But Yeti actually crashed. And he had kind of a bad time. He ended early because of it. So, if I can make someone's day, I'm absolutely going to do that. How do you make this contribution on a new account? Byproducts. Hand in cooking, alchemy, and farming byproducts. Farming is really good for CP. Do not hand in gathering byproduct for CP. You want to get sharps. Using that for CP is trolling. But yeah, I appreciate you boys hanging out today. Once again, appreciate the raid from Mr. Zethian. The vampire. If you know, you know. God, that's so cursed. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. And I'll be on tomorrow. Sorry, I'll be on much earlier tomorrow. Today I don't usually stream chat, so today was a bit of a short stream. I don't really do Fridays. I usually spend time with the family, so I'm going to go do that. Appreciate you boys hanging out with me today. Say hi to Mr. Yeti for me. And yeah. Make sure you type LV piss as soon as you join. I'll do it. Just copy my message. And I'll see you in Yeti's chat. GG's, yeah, GG's. Later, nerds.